Keyingi qismga o'tamiz. Section 2.
That is the end of section 1.
Shut up.
You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Mana shunaqa vaqtda o'tirmanglar-da, unaqa qani section 2 ga o'tar ekan, men yarim 30 sekund dam olar ekanman demanglar-da. Sразу o'tib ketinglar. Section 2 question 11 to 20 yozib qo'yibdi. Multiple choice savollari beribdi. 11 dan 13 gacha ekan, 13 ekan. Traffic changes in Granford. Granforddagi transport trafik o'zgarishlarini ko'rar ekanmiz. Soat necha bo'lib ketdi? 10 bo'lib ketdimi soat? 10 bo'lib ketdi soat. Bilin, nimaga 10 bo'lib ketdi? Why are the changes need to traffic system? Nimaga Granfordda change kelish kerak o'zi? Traffic accidentlar ko'tarilib ketibdi. Amount of traffic ko'tarilibdi.
To section 2.
Shut up.
Section 2. You will hear the chairman of the Highways Committee of Granford speaking to members of the public about proposed changes to traffic and parking in the area. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 13.
Thank you man, thank you. Xo'p, nima bo'libdi? Trafik accidentda ko'tarib ketibdi, trafikni miqdori ko'payib ketibdi, transport turlari o'zgarib ketibdi. So local residents particular complain about. Demak, local residentlar nima haqida complain qilgan, nima yoqmagan ularga? Dangerous driving by parents, pollution from trucks, inconvenience for parked cars. Demak, o'qisunda ota-onalar tomonidan yomon dangerous driving qilinishi, truck bilan lorridan shut up, we're discussing it. Truck lorridan keladigan pollution, unaqa загрязнение и parked carlardan keladigan inconvenience, unaqa noqulaylik. According to the speaker, one problem with the regulations will be Xo'p, regulationlar bilan bo'ladigan bitta problema bu raising money for payism, demak, o'sha pay qilish uchun, platish qilish uchun pul topish, finding way to make people follow them, demak, odamlarni ergashtirish, getting support of the police, politsiyadan support olish. Boshlaymiz.
And answer questions 11 to 13.
Let's go.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Phil Sutton, and I'm chairman of the Highways Committee. We've called this meeting to inform members of the public about the new regulations for traffic and parking we're proposing for Granford. I'll start by summarising these changes before we open the meeting to questions. So, why do we need to make these changes to traffic systems in Granford? Well, we're very aware that traffic is becoming an increasing problem. It's been especially noticeable with the increase in heavy traffic while they've been building the new hospital. But it's the overall rise in the volume of traffic of all kinds that's concerning us. To date, there's not been any increase in traffic accidents, but that's not something we want to see happen, obviously.
Qisqasi nima bo'ldi dedi? Nima uchun o'zgarishlar kerak dedi? Xo'p, vehicle typelar o'zgarib ketdi, lorrilar kelib qoladigan bo'ldi, hospitalga bo'ladigan yo'llar, hospital yo'lidan yo'llar, nima qisqasi remont bo'layotgan uchun bizdan foydalanyapti dedi. Lekin bizani kontrol qilayotgan narsa, bizani xavotirga qolgan narsa bu umumiy miqdori oshib ketishi dedi, bino oldi. Aksidentlar ko'payib ketmadi-ku, lekin biz xohlamaymiz kelajakda bo'lishini dedi. Xo'p, o'qiymiz o'sha narsani endi. Why do we need changes? Well, we're very aware that traffic is becoming increasing problem, especially noticeable with the increase in heavy traffic while they have been building a new hospital. That's the overall rise, But in the volume of traffic that's of all kinds that's concerning us. Bizani xavotirga solayotgan narsa bu umumiy miqdorni oshishi. Today there's not been any increase in traffic accidents, something we won't see happening. Qisqasi o'zgarish unaqa trafik accidentda muammo bo'lmadi-ku, lekin biz buni xohlamaymiz, bo'lishini ham xohlamaymiz. O'sha uchun ham unaqa qilmaylik, jim o'tiraylik dedi.
We recently carried out a survey of local residents, and their responses were interesting. People were very concerned about the lack of visibility on some roads due to cars parked along the sides of the roads. We'd expected complaints about the congestion near the school when parents are dropping off their children or picking them up. But this wasn't top of the list, and nor were noise and fumes from trucks and lorries, though they were mentioned by some people.
Qisqasi, anaqa rezidentlar orasida suhbat o'tkazdik. Interesting dedi, qiziqarli bo'ldi analari, complaintlar dedi. Parked cardan lack of visibility bo'lgani uchun ham odamlar ko'p qildi, anaqa qildi dedi, g'alaba qildi dedi. parents tomonidan bolalarni tashlab ketish bo'yicha muammoni kutgandik, lekin unaqa bo'lmadi. Pollution from trucks ham kutgandik, lekin breakda aytdi dedi. Faqatgina breakda odam tushuntirdi dedi. Breakda odam упомянуть qildi dedi. We recently carried out survey local residents. Response were interesting. People were concerned about the lack of visibility on some roads parked along the side of the road. Bu javobni anosi prove javobga explanation kerak bo'lsa bitta yo so'zma-so'z tarjima qilib olinglar. Men bu ishni qilmayman, men hozir aytdim. We expected mana ожидали dedi. Ular kutgan ekan, congestion bo'yicha parentslarni kutgan ekan, lekin unaqa bo'lmabdi. It wasn't top of the list. Bu listda topda bo'lmabdi. Bu eng katta bo'lmabdi. Nor where qasini shu unaqa ham bo'lmagan dedi. O'sha uchun ham B-ni chiqarib tashladik. Shuning uchun ham C bo'ldi javob qoldi. Charchadim. Nima qilish kerak ekan? Men charchadim. Damn it, charchadim. Bo'ldi, ko'p gapiraveribman. Qisqasi, nima qilishim kerak? Javoblanishni ko'rsataman, shuni o'qiyman, tarjima qilib olsanglar, realida men tarjima qilishdan zerikdim. Realni sizlarga kerak bo'lsa, sizlar tarjima qilib olinglar. Nima qilaman men sizlar ana qilib, sizlar agar niyatlaring bo'lmasa, men sizlarga o'tda boshimni og'ritib.
We think these new traffic regulations would make a lot of difference. But we still have a long way to go. We've managed to keep our proposals within budget, just so they can be covered by the council. But of course it's no good introducing new regulations if we don't have a way of making sure that everyone obeys them. And that's an area we're still working on with the help of representatives from the police force.
Qisqasi nima dedi? Biznesda budjet qoldi, o'sha budjetdan chiqib ketmadik, berilgan miqdordan chiqib ketmadik, council to'laydigan bo'ldi. Lekin new regulation qilgandan bir tiyin agar odamlar senga eshitmasa. Biz o'sha narsani ishlayapmiz. Support o'sha local police bilan support qilgan qoldaman. Local police bizdan support qilib turibdi o'sha narsani deb o'sha bo'yicha dedi. Mana long way to go. We have managed to keep our proposal within a budget. He can be covered with the council to'laydi. But of course, it's not good introducing new regulations if we don't have a way of making sure that everyone obeys them. As an area we're still working on with the help of representatives from the police. The police force ularni support qilayotgan ekan. Shuning uchun ham javob B bo'ldi. Keyingisi mapmi? Why damn it. Proposed traffic change in Granford'dagi traffic change'lar. Hop, school bor ekan, supermarket bor ekan, chemist bor ekan, bank bor ekan, library bor ekan, roadlarga qarang, station road, high school road. Bizda new traffic light kerak, pedestrian crossing kerak, parking allowed kerak, parking no sign ekan, new disabled parking space, widen pavement ekan, lorry loading unloading restriction bor ekan. Ketdik. Charchadim.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 14 to 20.
Qarab olinglar. To'xtaversammi? Bo'ldi. Yo'q.
Okay, so this slide shows a map of the central area of Granford with the high street in the middle and School Road on the right. Now, we already have a set of traffic lights in the high street at the junction with Station Road, but we're planning to have another set at the other end at the School Road junction to regulate the flow of traffic along the high street. We've decided we definitely
Stop. Qisqasi new traffic light dedi. Station Road bilan High Street junctionida, demak, anosda kesishida da o'zi bor dedi. Biza o'sha yo'lni narigi tarafida School Road bilan junctionda qo'yishimiz kerak edi. O'sha uchun ham ni belgiladim. Qani, o'qib olishimiz kerak. Mana Now we already have a set of traffic lights in High Street at the junction with Station Road, but we're planning to have another set at the other end School Road junction. Qisqasi bo'ladi javob.
Pedestrian crossing. We considered putting this on School Road just outside the school, but in the end we decided that could lead to a lot of traffic congestion. So we decided to locate it on the high street, crossing the road in front of the supermarket. That's a very busy area, so it should help things there.
deb bo'ladi javob. School roadni to'g'ri joyga qo'ymoqchi edik, lekin biz bu ko'plab trafikka sabab bo'lishini o'yladik. Keyin High Streetda supermarket in front of a supermarket to'g'ri joyga qo'yadigan bo'ldik dedi. Ha mana, your question putting school road just outside the school, but in the end we decided that it would lead to a lot of traffic congestion, so we decided to locate it on the high school, crossing the road in front of the supermarket. Shu javob bo'ladi.
We're proposing some changes to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the high street outside the library, but we're going to change that and allow parking there, but not at the other end of the high street near School Road. There'll be a new no parking sign on School Road just by the entrance to the school, forbidding parking for 25 metres.
Tushunarli. Oh, no parking sign 25 meters and parking sign nima aytib o'ribdi. G bo'ladi qisqasi bu javob. Xo'p, aytdi, librarydan tashqarida parking bo'lmasdi, lekin parking allow qiladigan bo'ldik. School road tomonda parking qilmaymiz. Schooldan tashqarida vaqti parking no parking allowed degan sign turadi, o'shda bo'ladi dedi qisqasi mana. At present parking is not allowed on high street outside the library, but we're going to change that. Allow parking there bo'ldi, parking ketdi. Where there will be a new parking sign on school road just by the entrance to the school aytdi bo'ladi. Qisqasi shu ham ketdi, ikkalasi ham ketdi. 18-19 kerak bizga. 18-20 kerak.
This should improve visibility for drivers and pedestrians, especially on the bend just to the north of the school. As far as disabled drivers are concerned, at present they have parking outside the supermarket, but lorries also use those spaces. So we've got two new disabled parking spaces on the side road up towards the bank. It's not ideal, but probably
up towards the bank. Bankning yonida, bank tomonda, side roadda, bank tomonda disabled parking space qo'ydik. No convenient bo'lmasligi mumkin dedi, lekin bo'lishi mumkin dedi qisqasi. Mana as far as disabled drivers are concerned, the present we have parking outside supermarket. Mana yerda bor ekan, ayda bor ekan. But lorries also use this place. Lorrylar ham ishlatar ekan. We have got two new disabled parking space on the side road up towards the bank. Side road mana side road up towards the bank. Mana C bo'ladi javob.
Be better than the present arrangement. We also plan to widen the pavement on School Road. We think we can manage to get an extra half metre on the bend just before you get to the school, on the same side of the road.
Tushunarli.
Finally,
Xo'p, schoolga borganingcha o'sha bend bor, burilish bor, o'shda bir tomonda, school tomonda sal pavementni ko'tarishtirsak bo'ladi dedi. We also plan to widen the pavement in School Road. We think that we can manage to get an extra half meter on the bend just before you get to School Road on the same side. Mana same side degani o'sha xuddi o'sha tomonda degani qisqasi H bo'ladi javob. Last one.
Introduce new restrictions on loading and unloading for the supermarket. So lorries will only be allowed to stop there before 8 a.m. That's the supermarket on School Road. We kept to the existing arrangements with the High Street supermarket.
High Street supermarketda o'sha qoldi, lekin School Road supermarketda o'zgarishlar bo'ldi dedi. We have introduced new restriction on loading and unloading the supermarket, so lorries will only be allowed to stop there before 8 a.m. That's the supermarket on School Road. Supermarketda ay bo'ladi javob. Qisqasi hamma savollarga javob berishga harakat qildim. Charchagandim, xafa bo'lmaysizlar, charchaganim uchun ham to'liq ma'lumot berishga ulgurmadim. To'liq ma'lumot berish qo'limdan kelmadi. Hamma narsalarni underline qilganman. Prosta o'qish kerak. Bilmagan so'zlarni tarjima qilib olishing kerak. Bo'ldi. O'sha bilmagan so'zlarni tarjima qilib olsanglar, o'qisanglar, e'tiborli bo'lsanglar, hamma savolga javoblarni tushunasizlar. Vokabulyarlasanglar, bundan ham zo'r bo'ladi, o'sish bo'ladi, baraka topib ketasizlar. Shu kerak hammamizga. Videoni boshqa ko'rmaslikdan kerak. Bu chunki sharmandada. Unaqa videolar bilan lesson qilish to'g'risida, chunki 1 soatlik videoda tushuntirib o'tganmizda nima qilish kerakligini. O'sha uchun ham insofli bo'linglar, boshlaylik normal ishlashni. Bugungi dars shu bilan o'zi qo'yib ketadi. Sizlar bilan keyingi darsda ko'rishguncha xayr. Bye bye.